Hey folks, welcome back to the reloading room. Today I'm going to be looking at the Hornady Quick Detach reloading mounting system. So I needed to share a little space on my reloading bench. I've done some modifications to a Lee Loadmaster. I moved the case feeder over to it, and I wanted to be able to feed my Lee ACP with the case feeder, as well as continue using. I have a coaxial press that I used in this spot, and I need to share some space here. I've never been a fan of that, so I thought I'd give Hornady's quick detach plate system a try. Uh, a couple of quick thoughts that I had on it. Maybe Hornady's engineers can explain this to me. Some engineer out there, some brilliant engineer can explain this to me. This quick detach system comes with two of these 1/4 inch plates, and they are bolted down with 8 grade 5 carriage bolts. Now, that's all well and good. I can see that you're going to want to mount your press to something fairly solid. This is the pitfall as far as I can see. So these little devices here, they're just a cam lock that you find on like a bicycle seat. Uh, these are 6 millimeter. Each one is a 6 millimeter. So you've got two plates with 8 3/8 carriage bolts bolted fast to your table. And they are then holding two 6 millimeter cam locks that lock this plate in place. Now, I didn't want to drill all those holes in my bench, and I don't think that those two 6 millimeter cam locks need 8 carriage bolts to hold them in place. So what I did was I just took two pieces of 1-inch plate, and the reason I did it is the footprint on my bench. So I took two pieces of 1-inch plate, and I countersunk grade 8 5/16 bolts, and then tapped them to the 6x1. So rather than this footprint with 8 of these bolts in, I now have this footprint with 2 grade 8 or 4 8 grade 8 bolts. Now these are only 5/16 bolts, not 3/8. They seem plenty strong for what I'm doing. I'm not mounting a rock chucker on here or a lock and load press. I am mounting a coaxial, an ACP, probably the Lee priming tool, and the concentricity tool from Hornady. I've also mounted this 3/8 by 8 by 8 angle iron, and I use that to hook fast either my funnel kit for my counter uh, or the little catch boxes that we use for, this stuff here. Put one of these on there. So I think this system works pretty good. It does not take up the room that the big 3x4 or whatever size plates those are. So these are 1-inch by 4-inch. And also, when I put these on here, I noticed that this is extruded metal here. It's basically a piece of 1-inch square tubing with this little L shape on here so it'll lock the plate in place. When I put those on there, these were ridiculously sharp. I mean, like, they'll tear your hands up sharp. So I took these down to my belt sander and I smoothed out these edges. The other thing, no matter which plates you use, whether it's their plates or the plates that I made, I noticed that this bolt, this cam lock, when it goes to get it tight on the 1/4 inch plate that comes with it, it'll actually hit the table before you run out of, you'll run out of threads. So behind this hole, you need to counter drill that so that these have a place to go into the table a little bit, or you will not get it tight. You'll screw this tight against the table rather than screwing it tight against the mount. So in all, I think that this plate system is going to do exactly what I want it to do. It'll hold the devices I want it to hold. Hornady says it's already drilled for their concentricity tool, and if it is, it's only 2 bolts, so I'm going to be drilling and tapping. I have mounted my coaxial press to a plate as well as the ACP. And it does sort of make it nice. So we'll take that one out. Here's the ACP. So we put the ACP in. Now I can feed it from the case feeder. And when I'm not doing that process, I can take that out and seat bullets with a coaxial press. Oh boy, that's a little heavy. So there you have it. Just a few thoughts on the Hornady plate system. I can't imagine designing something with 8 3/8 bolts that are going to be holding 2 6mm bolts. But all in all, it seems like it's a system that's going to work for what I want to use it for. Thanks for watching. It's just a quick, dirty video. My opinion on some things and maybe some ideas you might want to do on yours if you decide to try this Hornady plate system. Thanks for watching.